Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to the second episode of the Funkentelechy podcast. Today we're going to be discussing my top 10 finest anime women, in my opinion. First things first, I'm not like a huge anime person. Like, I dabble, Like, I occasionally fuck with it every now and then, but I'm not the type of person to, like, sit down and get fucking, like, engrossed into a goddamn anime series. Like, it only happened once with Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is the only anime that I watched all the way through. I even watched the end of Evangelion movie, but I didn't like that shit. Like, it was weird and it kind of fucked me up. Like I got the general message that the world is like all up to your own interpretation and all that good shit. But that end part with Ray and all that weird ass fucked up imagery and that shit kind of turned me off. Not to mention Shinji jacking off up in the goddamn intro over Asuka when she was on the bed and shit. That was just unnecessary as all fuck, man. I'm looking like, why would you include that shit? No. But no, enough of that shit. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, number 10, Ryoko from Tenchi Muyo. Alright, when I was a little ass kid, like 5 or 6 years old, I used to watch anime on, Toonami and shit. I remember me and my mom was up in the bedroom and we was watching Tenchi and shit one afternoon, and I just thought the girls was fine as all fuck. I mean, like, I'm a little ass kid. I'm just like, I'm hella fucking obsessed with them. And it's weird looking back that I was expressing such intense attractions at like 6 years old, feeling all these things that I probably shouldn't be feeling until I was like fucking like 13 or some shit, just crazy ass shit. But yeah, I thought all the girls were fine as shit, but Ryoko was my goddamn favorite. I mean, that she had that wild ass hair, she had the little fangs and shit. Like, you could tell, like, shit, I could tell at a young age that she was the freak of the clique. Like, you had Ayaka with the goddamn purple hair and shit. And you had Washu with the pink hair. Like, she was really old, but she didn't look like it. Like, they were cool and everything, but that goddamn Ryoko with her fucking space pirate ass, nigga, she's just sexy as fuck. Just, damn. Alright, number 9, Maya Ibuki from Neon Genesis Evangelion. She was one of the people that worked at Nerve HQ. Like, she had the little short hair and shit. Now, this chick was never actually identified by name up in the series. Like, I had to actually look her up before I watched the goddamn movie where they finally identify her by name. And then you find out in the movie that she has like a love thing for Ritsuko. And to me, that was just another example of the movie just being all over the place because, like, where was the attraction during the series? Like, you never really saw that. In my opinion, you never really saw that. But, yeah, like, she's cute as shit. She's all, like, peace-loving, and she doesn't like it when the Evas fight the angels, like, she get all scared and shit. But I always thought that she was, like, the real MVP of the series because, like, she always did her shit. Like, even though her own personal sense of morality, like, occasionally got in the way, she just, followed orders and fucking, just, like, played her position on the field, you know what I'm saying, the way she was meant to. So, great character, cute chick, yeah, man, fucking Maya Ibuki, real talk. Our number 8, Karen from DNA Squared. Now, I did not watch the actual goddamn series DNA Squared. I only know about this character from the Sim Girls dating RPG on Newgrounds. Shout out to my nigga Sim Man holding it down. Used to play that shit back when I was like 10 years old. Fucking raw ass game, man. I always thought that the characters in that game were like completely original. I had no idea that DNA Squared was like a real anime and shit until like 2 years ago. Anyway, I know that like Tomoko was like the super duper fine ass number one bitch of the game, and she's definitely sexy as shit, but I feel like Karen was bomb too. She had a sexy little blue hair and shit with the little one braid going down the side, and mostly because like when you knock her ass out when she comes up in your room, and then when she wakes up, like you got her at gunpoint and you convince her that she's like your little pet and shit, and she's like, yes, master. Then she fucking, becomes your maid after you learn about the secrets from the necklace and your teacher fixes it. And then she just fucking gives herself to you and fucking, like, starts cleaning you in the shower and shit, like, I got a thing for that kind of shit, that goddamn subservient shit. It's sexy as fuck, man. Anyway, I used to hate when, like, in the Sim Girls game, when I forgot to like feed her and clean her and shit. And then you go down to the basement and you'd either A, find her covered in goddamn shit, or B, you'd find her dead because you forgot to take care of her, and then you can't finish the fucking game. Frustrating that shit, man. When you were a little kid, you just fucking, you forgot all about carrying in the damn basement, and you're just like, you're fucked, you know. That game could get really fucking hard at times. For like a little, you know, hentai game, it was really motherfucking in-depth, man. Just, you know, Sim, man, shout out to you, man. Just holding it down. Number 7, Motoko from Love Hina. You know, the fucking samurai chick that's always all serious and shit and beating the fuck out of Keitaro with his punk ass. Well, everybody in that show beat his ass, man. Fucking, of course, Naru was always beating his ass. You know, fucking crazy ass Sue, you know, the little brown girl Sue, always had little inventions and was beating the shit out of him. Fucking, who else was that? The little ass girl, Shinobu. Fucking, she liked him, but she still ended up beating his ass half the time anyway. And fucking, yeah, that whole show is just, I'll be honest, that fucking show is terrible, man, in my personal opinion. Because the whole show is just Keitaro getting his punk ass beat by a fucking house full of girls. Like, has there ever been a fucking harem anime where the main character wasn't such a goddamn pussy? I've never fucking seen that shit. Like, somebody, if anybody motherfucking listens to this podcast or looks at my fucking blog, period, you fucking tell me, suggest to me a fucking harem anime where the main guy isn't a motherfucking pussy. Alright, anyway, back to where I was. Motoko, you know, she's sexy like that old Japan kind of way, cause she's pale and she got the long black hair and she got like kind of like that deep voice. Like, she's strong, like dominant personality, but like, she's very fucking delicate as a character because, you know, she hasn't really fully explored her womanhood. And on one hand, she's all like, no, I have to be a fucking ninja and, you know, all men are bad and, you know, all that shit. But at the same time, you know, her girl side is like, no, girl, you need to just like cut loose and, you know, put some cute shit on and just, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? They actually had a whole episode about her and this concept where fucking like she was struggling with like her thoughts and she was starting to catch feelings for Keitaro and just, you know, starting to notice guys around her, you know, all that shit, you know, and they was trying to put her in like little outfits and cause she left her clothes at the fucking, I think her clothes were like in the wash or some shit and then she had to like wear like little outfits shit that people was like bringing to her. She's like, what is this shit? You know, they had her hair in little pigtails with the goddamn, little crop top with the fucking, you know, Daisy Dukes. You know, funny shit. Like, you know, it's cute and everything, but that's not really her as a character, so, you know. But yeah, man, Motoko, just sexy as fuck. You know, strong, sexy, real shit. Alright, number 6. Sailor Mercury from Sailor Moon. Ooh. This is another show that I kind of used to fuck with a tiny bit when I was a kid, you know, Sailor Moon. I remember I actually had like a fucking novel with Sailor Mercury on the cover on it. And, I just remember thinking she was bomb as shit, you know, she was fucking cute as shit. She had a little blue hair and everything, you know, like I said, I only fucked with Sailor Moon a tiny bit, so I don't remember like her personality and all that shit. I mean, I probably did, but I mean, it was like 13 years ago, so how the fuck I don't remember that, you know, but fucking, yeah, she was cute as fuck with a little goddamn short hair, you know, blue is my favorite color, you know, she just, you know, so she just worked it, you know, sexy as shit. Alright, number 5, Orihime Inoue from Bleach. Alright, now, I've never watched an episode of Bleach in my goddamn life. I only know Orihime from Lead Spin, you know, you know, all that bullshit. And fucking, I remember, like, this is back in the day, I was like 11 years old and shit, and fucking, I looked her up, and I'm like, god damn, she's bomb as shit, you know. Yeah, all I know about her is fucking, she has some big ass titties, my nigga, and fucking, she's a redhead, you can't go wrong with redheads, and just, you know, the pretty ass eyes and shit, the way the animator drew the eyes, all, you know, fucking sexy shit, you know, fuck, just fine as hell, man. Alright. Number 4, Sakaki from, Azumanga Daioh, fucking sexy ass, tall girl with some big ass motherfucking titties, always getting bit by that little fucking cat. It's funny ass shit. Like, the main reason I got into her was, I was watching this video on YouTube with like the best scenes of Mr. Kimura, you know, that perverted ass teacher, you know, Diego, that shit, that crazy motherfucker, and but they were like swimming or whatever, and she had the goddamn bathing suit on, you know, that little blue one piece that you always see the Japanese girls wear, you know, titties looking right, and I'm just like, fuck, you know. You know me, I'm a sucker for tall girls. Like, I think they're sexy as shit. Older girls too. Like, I know the norm is like, you're supposed to like girls that's shorter and younger than you, but you know, that's not really my thing, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I still fuck with a girl who's, you know, shorter, younger, you know, one or the other. I don't really care, but I'm saying that's not my preference. I like them taller and older. And I don't give a shit if that's unorthodox. You can suck my motherfucking ball sack, nigga. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, man, Sakaki is fucking fine as all hell, man. Fucking cute as fuck. Okay, number 3, Rei Ayanami from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Now, this is like an obvious one, you know. I mean, I'm sure she's like the typical anime chick and bullshit, but man, just like her design is just like, she's something else, you know what I'm saying? Like she's like a teen girl, so she doesn't really have like big ass titties or ass or anything. It's just her design. Like, I've always liked short hair, blue hair, you know, fucking, and like, it's just something about her neck. Like, I know it's weird, but it's like she got like this long, slender ass neck, and it's just like, it's sexy, you know what I mean? Hey, you know, her personality, she just all quiet and realizes her place in life as a goddamn like expendable entity and all that shit. Cause she's, you know, she's a clone made partially in the image of Shinji's mom and all that bullshit. And she's all soft spoken, you know, she has a cute little voice like, you know, yes sir, you know, Daniel will be like, go pilot the Eva, and she's like, yes sir, you know, and all that shit, and just behaves rationally and does not let emotions influence her and all that shit. You remember when Shinji had to go give her her ID card or homework or some bullshit, and she came out the shower like all naked, and then Shinji fell on her for like no goddamn reason at all. It's like, why anime people always gotta have some like obligatory fan service ass shit with the fucking titties getting touched and the fucking, it's like, you know, it's like, damn, like I swear every anime is guilty of this. Like, even ones that's not like, you know, perverted or anything like that. Like, there's always at least one scene where somebody's titty is like accidentally touched. It's like, you don't have to do that shit, man. Just like, that's why people be getting mad about it, you know, saying, oh, this is perverted, all this shit is hentai. Like, of course, anime is not fucking hentai. That's a stupid ass observation. Fucking you know what I'm saying? Just like, why does every fucking anime have to have some fan service in it? Like, damn. Alright, now, I wasn't really sure about putting this next person on the list because she is primarily a video game character. But then I'm thinking to myself, like, there was an anime about the game, just like pretty much everything else that Capcom has ever done. And her animation style is, you know, pretty anime to begin with. And so I just decided to include her. So yeah, number 2, Morrigan from Darkstalkers, or Vampire. Sexy as all motherfuck. She got the goddamn bat wings on her head and on her back, and some big ass titties with the little waist and some big hips, and fucking nigga, I just want to put some motherfucking fucking Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce just all over, just let it fucking marinate, lick it clean, you know, fucking. And she got that seductive, sexy, sultry ass motherfucking personality, you know, cause she's like, you know, succubus and all that shit, you know, she fucks men, and like, when she gets all their fucking, you know, all their goddamn nut in her system, and she just fucking ready to go out on the prowl after she done, you know, sucked all the life out of this nigga's, you know, nutsack, and just like, she just got that come hither look on her face all the time, you know what I'm saying, like the way they design her and shit, like all some sexy shit. And not to mention, just as a fucking character, this is like as like a fighting character, she whoops ass in like all the Marvel vs. Capcom games and shit like that. You know, I always pick her, and I always whoop a little ass, whip out that motherfucking Soul Eraser, motherfucking Darkness Illusion on your punk ass. You know what I'm saying? Just like fucking awesome, man. And just her design is just so original, just mad sexy. You know what I mean? It's just like, makes you wish it was Halloween every day and shit. She got the little bat stockings with the little unitard and the goddamn the little gloves with the green hair. Sexy, man. Just original ass shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's not really much I can say about Morgan that doesn't really speak for itself, because she's sexy as fuck, and, you know, an original character, and actually really good to play as, you know, so. Alright, last but not least, my number one finest anime woman of all time, and correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but number one, Kaluuya from Queen's Blade. Oh my fucking god, nigga. She got some big ass motherfucking titties, man. I mean, fuck. Motherfucking, some big ass fucking tits, man. Just like, goddamn. And she is so fucking thick. Like, she's the only anime woman I know who's actually drawn, like she's actually thick, you know what I'm saying? And she's like a goddamn MILF, you know, she has like a little boy named Rana on some straight shoulder shit, and this little nigga is constantly having his face like smushed by her titties and her fucking ass cheeks and shit, like goddamn. Like, I don't care how weird it is, man, like, I just want to be him so bad. Fucking, like, just to trade places with him would be the greatest shit. Like, okay, he could be a fucking struggling ass 19-year-old trying to find a job in the state of California, and I could be a little 5, 6, 7, however the fuck years old he is, just being squashed by some big ass titties and ass 24/7. It's like, literally, your mama is fine as fuck. Just let me be you so I can suck all the goddamn calcium and protein and vital nutrients out of those goddamn fuck, nigga. Like, her fucking, you know, her fucking personality is the shit. Like, she has that sweet, motherly, mature vibe, but like, she's not afraid to kick a little ass to protect her son and shit, you know. And the whole reason I know about Kaluuya is because, well, my wifey first became popular when she started cosplaying as her, you know, but way back in like 2011 and shit. And no one can do it like her. I've seen people try to like fucking cosplay Kaluuya. They can't even fucking do it, you know, not as good as my baby, man. Just fucking, because they can't fill out the outfit like she does. She's the only one who can fucking do it. And fuck, you can fight me on this. She's the only one who can fucking cosplay her correctly. You feel what I'm saying? Because she's actually fucking thick, and she has titties and ass, and she has the fucking shape, you know, just to fill out the goddamn outfit. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it, my top 10 finest anime women in the motherfucking game. Stay tuned for the third installment of the Funkentelechy podcast, where I will explore my top 10 favorite fighting games. You guys have a good one. Thank you for the support. Peace.